South Africa's largest companies were among those forced to halt operations as some of the worst protests since the end of white minority rule erupted across parts of the country, with rioters torching trucks and looting stores. The nation's biggest four lenders, led by Standard Bank Group Limited and First Rand Limited, all closed branches in KwaZulu-Natal, the province at the heart of the violent unrest, and the economic hub of Gauteng, the companies said in emailed responses to questions Monday. Walmart Inc. owned Massmart Holdings Limited and mobile phone giants Vodacom Group Limited and Mountain Group Limited were among others to shutter outlets, while the latter is running its main call center at minimal capacity. Dis-Chem Pharmacies Limited closed all its drugstores in KwaZulu-Natal, hampering South Africa's COVID-19 testing and vaccine rollout, according to text messages sent to customers. Smaller shops across downtown Johannesburg closed as looters roamed the streets, while the affluent Rosebank Mall near the city's financial hub of Sandton shut early as a precaution. Business leaders are calling on authorities to quell the violence that has escalated since the arrest of former President Jacob Zuma last week, with the army being deployed to help police. The looting and destruction have emptied the shelves of grocers and closed major roads in the country, including the N3 highway between the port city of Durban and Johannesburg. At least 6 people have died to date, according to police. "We are doing all we can to ensure that the disruptions are minimized," Trudy Makaya, an economic advisor to President Cyril Ramaphosa, said in webinar organized by the World Bank. "Of course, that begins with arresting criminals, intervening in those hotspots where we're seeing challenges." The impact of the riots has delivered a further blow to industries already contending with lockdown restrictions in South Africa to curb the spread of COVID-19 infections, which were toughened late last month to combat a third wave and extended on Sunday. It's also hampering efforts to revive an economy that suffered its largest contraction in a century last year. Alcohol industry bodies said liquor stores are being particularly targeted by rioters, given all sales have been banned for more than 2 weeks as one of the latest measures to contain the pandemic. Read more. South Africa extends alcohol ban as virus surge wreaks havoc. Many of our members, who are already experiencing crippling damage to cash flow as a result of the ban, have lost their entire store's stock, running into hundreds of millions of rands, said Sean Robinson, chairman of the Liquor Traders Association of South Africa. "It's deeply troubling, and the extended ban only increases the risk of this criminal behavior." South African stocks pared losses as investors kept a close eye on the protests, while the extension of the current hard level of lockdown weighed on sentiment. The FTSE/JSE Africa All-Share Index was up 1.